Remember the 5th of November. We have Trump in, like I thought. I hope everybody's enjoying their crypto. If you bet on the election, I won a little bit of money, but my crypto's up a lot more. I woke up feeling pretty good the past couple days with a smile on my face. The majority of Americans apparently feel the same way. We just have to get Justin Trudeau out. He's garbage. He's next. It'll probably be crazier. People believed the bought and paid for polls that it was a close race between Kamala and Trump. Fucking hilarious. That's corporate news spewing bullshit for their ratings. Garbage. They have no fucking clue. Look at the betting markets the entire fucking time. Trump up huge. Trump up huge. Money talks. The citizens are fucking betting. Hilarious. I forgot to mention in the first episode I did, of all the topics I want to talk about, Hunter Biden. I seen some stuff on one of his laptops, and it's pretty interesting. I'm probably not allowed to play it or show any of it, because that's like whatever the copyright shit is on football games and UFC and shit like that. Probably not allowed to, especially if I ever make $1 doing this. But the guy thought he was going to be a porn star. And he loves foot jobs. Some women, I imagine them a lot, but I've seen some women, they're beautiful women. But that guy's a pretty big fuck up. I watch him smoking crack, getting a foot job. No way that shit's doctored. AI. No way. But this is a great day because the economy is going to be booming. We get Trudeau out because he's a soy boy and Trump doesn't like that guy. Nobody likes that guy. Probably over 2/3. I'm going to say maybe even 75% of Canadians will vote Trudeau out. Now Trump sucks, and who we're going to get is Pierre Poilievre. He sucks for this too. They love Israel. Israel, the scripted line of Anthony Blinken and every other loser that's bought and paid for. Israel has the right to defend itself. With our taxpayer money in Canada and the United States, that's how they depend on defending themselves. They're a welfare country, and they depend on our taxpayer money. That's what Ukraine is, welfare state. Don't know why. They're our greatest ally. It's because they're so good at spying. I'm pretty sure the most caught spies in the United States is Israel. Not Russia, not China, Israel, the most caught spies. They're real good at it. They caught Nazis all over the world, tons in South America. Brought them back and got rid of them in Israel. They're real good at spying, and obviously so many people are blackmailed. The Republican congressman there, Thomas Massey, he said that every person in there has an AIPAC handler. That's Israel lobby. They're real good at it. I'll give them mad props. But we shouldn't be funding a fucking dime. Trump, okay? So I hate that. I don't want to give Israel anybody. His fucking biggest donor, the guy they call a Nazi, is Miriam Adelson, an Israeli American. Donated $100 million. It would be crazy. It's crazy that an Israeli American would donate $100 million to a Nazi. But that's what they call him on all the bought and paid for corporate news. They call him a Nazi and they call him a racist. But they depend on people just reading headlines and hearing their garbage on MSNBC or CNN or or the ABC loser channels. They call him a racist, but if you look on the internet, Donald Trump dated an African American British girl for 2 years after his first marriage. I'm pretty sure it was like 2 years. Carrie Young, good looking black girl. But I don't know how you can. How is a person racist if they'll date a black woman publicly? I don't know. A Nazi racist whose biggest donors, a Jewish person, will publicly date black women. That's crazy. That's crazy. It blows my mind. Lies. And that's why he won so huge, because corporate news and all these billionaires, people reading off a teleprompter for millions of dollars, are out of touch and have no clue. That's why they're so confused. Oh my God, like, how did this landslide happen? The polls are all wrong. It's because you're in a fucking bubble of millionaires that have no clue about citizens. They live in fucking gated communities. No fucking clue. That's why nobody likes fucking Ellen. She's fucking evil people. Check this thing out I got. We'll call this educational portion of the show. Educational. So I got this fucking thing. You can put my dab cartridge in here. Like, normally I got a fucking pen. I don't know if anybody smokes, but normally it's just like a fucking pen. You put this thing in. But this is like a bunch of nicotine vapes. Look like this. Pretty fucking convenient. We'll see how long it lasts. These batteries, the batteries on the pens aren't the best. Pretty fucking cool. Magnetic. I lost a dab pen before though, like this. It didn't make any sense. I don't know where it went, but see, I don't know how much this is gonna burn fast. But this is not about my cool new dab cartridge or dab battery. This is about Donald Trump doing awesome for deregulation and no worries. Hopefully gets rid of Gary Gensler. He's like runs the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, and he not a big fan of crypto, and it makes the crypto market go crazy because they're unsure about regulations and stuff. They've been going after XRP currency for so fucking long. 4 years, maybe 5 years. But when XRP finally gets all that shit done, that'll move the market too, because other cryptos will not be worried about the American government going after them. Like, they have to be worried about China going after them because they flip-flop over there. Russia, they flip-flop, but Russia started their own crypto as their like exchange, like as a currency as well. This is convenient, but we'll see if it's good. I don't want to burn through that concentrate quickly. I really got to figure out what I can tell you about that Hunter Biden stuff. Okay, Judge Joe Brown was real open about it. He was one of the people that looked through. You know, people aren't talking about Judge Joe Brown. I don't know why. I don't see people commentating about the stuff he's been saying. He was real anti-Kamala, knew her dad, who is alive, but I know you never seen him when she was running, because they don't get along. That's her Jamaican dad, who I think is Hindu and white. Like, I'm pretty sure he's Indian and white. Judge Joe Brown looked into the Hunter Biden laptop. He was one of the He was one of the people that had to go through, and he said there was 3 laptops, which blows my mind because I only ever knew about the one laptop, and so I tried to find as much. Someone leaked the laptop. I would love to get it all. But Judge Joe Brown is very open about what he like. He said there was 3 laptops though. That's what blew my mind. I thought there was 1 for so long. 51 former intelligence agents said it was Russian disinformation. That's a lie. It's a straight up lie that they told you. They told the fucking world, but it was a lie. Right before the 2020 election, they lied. Trump said it on stage. If you watch the debate in 2020 with him and Biden, and Trump brings it up, and Joe Biden says that's Russian disinformation, and he's caught red-handed because Joe Biden is the big guy on the laptop, and he was getting 10% of deals because Hunter Biden, this is not supposed to be a Hunter Biden thing, but it fascinates me. Such a fascinating human, this crackhead, okay, was was one of the heads on a board of a energy company in the Ukraine. While his dad was vice president under Obama. Didn't register as a foreign agent. That's why he's gonna get sentenced coming up, and Trump's gonna pardon him. And how are they gonna spin that? How are they gonna spin Trump pardoning Hunter Biden? This evil, the devil, Hitler reincarnated, Donald Trump, they say. I think that guy has such a big ego and likes to win so much and wants to be in history so people remember him. He's that big of a fucking ego that why would he go and go down? That guy has such a big ego. You think he wants to go down in history as someone who fucked up? He wants to be have a fucking shrine. He wants to be on fucking Mount Rushmore. And since he has Congress and Senate, I can't wait in 4 years. I'm gonna be screenshotting, taking videos of all these stupid fucking people right now, and we'll pull the receipts. All those losers that say they're gonna come here to Canada, you don't wanna fucking come here. We have the same stupid liberal agenda going on here. The global fucking liberal agenda. Fucking, who cares about fucking our country? We're worried about fucking the global agenda. The WEF garbage. World Economic Forum garbage. Ooh, I don't know how long I'll be able to go on this. Who knows about storage? It just fucking fills up when you're trying to film in 4K. I really wrote nothing down. I just wanted to make sure I mentioned Hunter Biden. Because I can't believe, like, that's one of my most fascinating things. I've been following for years. 4 years. Yeah, probably 4 years. I'm pretty sure all the girls were of age. That's up to Hunter Biden. Most fucking people that have power aren't doing that these days. Or not even these days. Forever. They get wealthy and they're just fucking fucked perverts. But Hunter Biden, these women seemed of age. He was making a lot of money. Pretty sure he made like $80,000 a month on the border of Burisma in Ukraine. $80,000 a month. They gave him cars and stuff like that. That's how you launder money, you know what I mean? He didn't register as a foreign agent though. He's getting sentenced. Like, it's automatic jail time. Up to a lot, but he ain't gonna get a lot, obviously. I think like 3 years maybe is the minimum. And he'll get it. And Trump's gonna pardon him. Too funny. Too funny. He should be pardoning Ross Albright. Promise that's libertarians. They're gonna be real fucking pissed, and that's like a big independent libertarian. Me, I'm not even fucking, I guess independent, I don't give a fuck. I would never fucking register for any party. they're all fucking dirty. There's minimal ones that are any good, and they'll never make it high enough. Like, I don't even know. Fuck it, I don't trust any of them. Rand Paul's pretty good. I trust Rand Paul. His dad was spitting shit. And Thomas Massey. We have Danielle Smith here in Canada. She should be the Prime Minister. Oh, that's crazy, eh? I think, like, if it's going to be a woman, and for the Democrats, it should have been Tulsi Gabbard. But she's not pro-war after serving 2 tours in the medical unit. And then they called her a Russian agent when she wasn't for the pro-war agenda that Obama was doing in Syria. That could have been their first female president. They ran Hillary Clinton, who, that could be one of my longest talks ever, who's an evil woman. She looks like Dr. Evil a lot of times. She dresses up. She's an evil person. And her husband is a piece of fucking shit. Possibly a pedophile. Like, there's pretty big questions. There's questions. That can't be misinformation. It's questionable. He for sure cheated on her a bunch of times. Has multiple sexual assault claims. All those are 100%. I'm pretty sure everything. I'm 99% sure I've said everything that is true. But when you hang out with Epstein that much, it's possible. And you weren't fucking faithful ever. And Hillary Clinton, she was not bad looking when she was young. From like the pictures and videos I seen when she was young, yeah, like she wasn't bad looking. But Bill Clinton loves women. Those people are evil. Those people are evil. And now Trump's in there with so much power. They say, I fucking hear this stupid shit. It's insane. It goes along with, he's a racist Nazi. I got 2 clips. Because these fucking losers race bait. They race bait. Like, these fucking people. I see Rachel Maddow. I'm pretty sure that woman makes maybe the most money of any of those TV people. They make millions and millions of dollars to spit garbage that you can go on the internet, and she lies. She lies for millions of dollars. They all do. They lie for millions of dollars. She's garbage. Pure garbage. She spits. If I don't even know, if Fox News, which is hyperbolic, like, on a lot of shit, but if they said the shit she says, she would say they're inciting violence, they're like trying to stir up fucking protests. All these fucking losers are saying fight like Trump. These fucking losers. And then that one other guy, he's a loser too. Joe Scarborough. Losers. They're all confused because they listen to the polls. But they're lying. They're lying. It couldn't have been close. Most people that I would talk to didn't know who Kamala Harris was. Everybody knows who Trump is. Most people didn't know who that was. You have to actually watch these losers to even know who they are. And then you know some fake story about Kamala Harris, who slept her way to the top like every other industry, like a casting couch of a fucking actress for Harvey Weinstein. That's what she did with the mayor of San Francisco to get her first job in politics. That's what she's a fake. She just slept her way to the top. She's a careerist. She sucks. Tulsi Gabbard would have been the first female president. Or Michelle Obama. But I don't really want Michelle Obama, but she would have won it easily. But they already make
unbelievable amounts of money because of the dirty scheme they have, and they do a talk somewhere and get paid fucking millions of dollars to just fucking talk somewhere. Stupid money game. Bet you Obama's worth like probably $100 million now. Clinton's, same thing. Even though public office, at all those positions, Fauci was getting paid the most money of any government official ever. They don't have $1 million salaries like these losers that talk on TV. These losers that just lie. Those losers told you 51 former intelligence agents said the Hunter Biden laptop is Russian disinformation. The fucking blatant lie they all spewed, just like masks and social distancing. And then Fauci testified, yeah, they don't work. Those rules just kind of came out of nowhere. So there's no studies on 6 feet, 10 feet. There's no studies. They didn't do any. Just made it up. It just came out of nowhere. They're fucking liars, and then there's zero accountability. Pure fucking liars. So but they play identity politics, and luckily because of COVID, that burned them, and more people are aware of the blatant lies. It's just like a corny movie. That's what it is. Corporate news is a corny movie. It's so obvious, it's so obvious what's going on. They're lying all the time. And they just pander for identity politics of women or of black people, of Latinos. It's the blame game, and now that's all they're doing is the blame game of and so surprised how this happened. They pushed so hard for this woman, and she didn't even come close, because Kamala Harris is an empty suit. She sucks as a candidate. Gavin Newsom, I don't hear fucking anybody saying, and Gavin Newsom didn't make a fuss. Fuck. I need water real quick. Gavin Newsom didn't make a fuss and he is going to be running in 2028, and he's going to be the number one person. I hear people talking about Josh Shapiro. Okay? That guy can talk. The Israel issue is the big issue, and they're never letting a Jewish guy get in there. The world ain't doing that now after what's happened in this last year. So Josh Shapiro ain't getting in there, even though that's who the people are talking about. Gavin Newsom's gonna try and run for 2028. He can't run right now because Trump, let me check the camera, make sure I haven't filled the storage. We're still rocking. Trump's son, Donald Jr., is married to Gavin Newsom's ex-wife. So that's why Gavin Newsom didn't even try to become the president right now. And they let Kamala do it because they know Kamala's going to be done. Would only last 4 years, max. She sucks. He worked with her in California. They've ran that shithole into the ground. It was pretty awesome from everything I seen in the 90s. It's a shithole in the last 10 years. California. It's not the top on the list of places I'd like to go in America anymore. It's a shithole. She's going back there now. I don't know what's going to be next. Yeah, it's gonna be Gavin Newsom, and he couldn't run because of the dirt and the ads they would have ran. The social media would have been crazy. Having Gavin Newsom's ex-wife is Donald Trump's daughter-in-law. So he has to wait for Donald Trump to be out of there in 2028 and run, and I still think that's going to get out. A lot of people, I think, don't know that, because most people just read headlines, and none of those fucking corporate news channels are ever highlighting that. Gavin Newsom, he sucks, but he's Obama. He can talk, and if you ask him a question he doesn't want to answer, he can talk right around it. But if you look what his policies, if you look at the state, and I think that's what people did and why Trump won. Is because I think people are there's more people that are using their brain than they were before, and just blindly following. Most people just blindly follow, and I think more people are aware. That's why black guys and even black women and Latino people voted, and Muslim people. That surprises me. I'll be honest. I think all Muslim people should have voted. I don't even care for Jill Stein, but she wasn't going to win anyways. If I was a Muslim person, I would have threw my vote away and not voted for either of those fuckers. If you are for like Israel and you're Muslim, because like I don't know what's gonna happen next. I'll make a quick prediction Unfortunately, I don't want this to happen. The only way that Israel ever stops is they have beachfront property. There's no more Palestinians. So either I'll always preface this like I don't got remedies for everything. But if countries all over the world don't come to some agreement, all those Palestinians need to leave there. I know it's not what a lot of people want, but if they don't leave there, they're going to die. Because Israel's going to muck everybody in there. Bibi Netanyahu's a war criminal. He's a piece of fucking garbage. He is... He's probably the most dangerous leader in the world. He's the most dangerous leader in the world, probably. Because a lot of the Israeli people don't like him. I think if they were able to have democracy, he wouldn't be there anymore. I think they're fucking tired of that fucking war hawk He sucks. He got our countries into Iraq. The countries he doesn't like, our countries have bombed the fuck out of them for the past. I don't know if the Kuwait one was. It wasn't. I don't think it was Bibi Netanyahu. I want to say he was like in the army then when that one happened. When the first Gulf War, happened, the first Iraq War. I think he was in it, but he had real power to make calls at the international level in the 90s, and then we went into all those countries, and for not no reason, but not the way I remember watching on CNN back when loser Nancy Grace was on there, and they just went in the middle of the night and started just firebombing fucking Iraq. That's how they showed up in Iraq. That's how they showed up. They dominated Iraq real quick and then didn't have a plan. They just fucked them up and didn't have a plan for anything. They have a king now. They didn't get no fucking democracy. And then a bunch of those soldiers killed themselves because they seen and did nasty shit. The mental health in fucking the United States is way worse than here. I mean, probably because of just scale. And they go and we support, so they got way more that are having to go through that shit. But they don't care. It's all about profit. People don't matter. It's all about profit for a few. People's lives don't matter. You gotta be a sociopath to be at the top there. So fucked. I hate the Israel thing. It sucks. No matter who I have any discussion with, like, I have to say, hey, like, this sucks, but Israel's gonna fuck them up. I don't want it at all. Like, I don't want that. But if the world doesn't get those Palestinian people out, then they all get killed. Israel in my life is never going to stop. And I plan on living, like, with all the technology and shit, like, I think I can push 70 years. 60, I think I can do. I think I can push 70 more. Maybe technology, who fucking knows? But that's like, with all this chaos in the world, like, there's positive things. We're making so many advances.
But we're blowing up old, ancient history that I want to learn about. I want AI and all this shit to, like, be able to decipher stuff. We're fucking blowing it up in all those countries. Stupid. I don't want any of my tax dollars going to any fucking wars. I don't want one fucking penny going to that and fucking minors getting trans healthcare. They should only get counseling. They should get counseling. If you think you're a fucking different gender, you think you're a cat or whatever, if you think you're something that it's so confusing. If you're born something, if you're born a guy or a girl, that's how it is. You're born a guy or a girl, and then all of a sudden you think you're something else, you need to go to counseling and therapy. No fucking drugs. No drugs. I bet you if you went to 5 different doctors and told them how you feel, you'll get different prescriptions. You won't get the same prescription at 5 places, because doctors are fucking guessing. They're guessing. And they're making money, and they're pumped if they write another fucking script. And parents that let their 10-year-old get puberty blockers, you should have your kids taken away. You're disgusting. That's so fucked to not let your kid have puberty. But that's like a full in-depth dirty game. I can go into that, because the pharmaceutical company is pumped if you put your kid on puberty blockers at 10, and then so, like, if the girl does it, then she'll never be able to have kids because she wants to be a boy, right? But if, like, in the future she wants to have kids, no, never get to have kids again. So you or just sterilize yourself, and you got to take the testosterone because you want to become a guy, right? You want to become a boy. You got to take that for the next however long you're living. If you go from 10 years old or 14 years old, and you have to take testosterone. So the pharmaceutical companies pump that they have a set 50, 60, 70, 80, who knows how long years of a client. Pharmaceutical company is pumped to back trans healthcare. They're pumped. Canada puts pharmaceutical ads on their shit, just like the US. I watch it fucking when I'm at the gym. Ozempic's fucking on there. Ozempic, the insulin drug that's the new fat loss drug. The diabetes drug is the new fat loss drug. I remember, I've been working out for a long time. I remember I'm fucking skinny, so I don't need fat loss, but that's the majority of, and everyone wants quick fixes right before vacation and every fucking holiday and shit. Hydroxycut or Stack or 2. There was just fat burners. Back, like, even when I was a little kid on wrestling, in the commercials, there'd be like Stack or 2 or some fucking thing. Back when there was like Ren and Stimpy. You can look it up if I don't know how old anybody is watching this, if they ever watch this. Ren and Stimpy, whenever that was out, I remember there was commercials back then, and it would be for fat loss drugs. And they were probably, right now those products are banned probably, because the FDA doesn't have to, in the United States. In Canada, now, not before, because I know that there was banned drugs and supplements here sold in supplement stores that you can walk into. But our drug company is better. The United States is horrible. But our FDA is better here. Dirty game. But remember, Trump is president now. And Robert Kennedy is going to be making America healthy again. I hope it's a good example for people over here to see. If we get some new people in, we have a bunch of fucking dumb fucks. Economic minister sucks. Foreign sucks. Vice, whatever fucking deputy prime minister, Christy Freeland, she's the worst. Trudeau's the puppet. He's a drama teacher, and she is the gremlin behind there, pulling all the strings for her buddies at the WEF, the World Economic Forum. She goes to these summits and then goes get that garbage fucking gay LG the Pride agenda that the gays like started and just got it taken over. My brother's gay, and all these corporations just took over the movement to make Pride like the most insane thing ever. They can have you guys can have the rainbow. If you're a gay person watching this, you can have the rainbow, I don't care. But the gay people, I don't know if they're down for all of the alphabet's stuff. It's crazy to just lump all those demographics in together. I don't know. I think so. Like just like a person of color. That fucking phrase is stupid. Person of color. How anal do you want to be about it? Like, we all derive, I don't know. History is pretty confusing. They're learning the Earth's older and older. Homo sapiens and all the Homo lineages that came before that. They're finding them like 400,000 years ago now. Textbooks are a waste of time now. Putting stuff in paper to teach in a school, by the time it gets written, published, and put in a school, fucking that knowledge is old knowledge. Like, it's been revised, it's been debunked. Like, it's pretty crazy to even put out a textbook in a school now. Side note, a weave, Trump calls it. Most of the textbooks that we used for a few decades since the 70s were McGill Maxwell, and that's Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's procurator. That's her dad. Her dad was a really smart guy. That's serious. He was smart. Decorated off a military guy. I don't fucking know what his rank was. Decorated military guy. Robert Maxwell's not even his real name. He is a Jewish guy, and he had a different name. Can't think of what it was. He had, I want to say, 3 different names in his life, but in the end, he's buried with the most prestigious people and prime ministers in Israel because he worked for Mossad. That guy was the publisher for the majority of textbooks, and that's what he did. He published literature. He was times are different in the 70s, and publishing books, not a ton of people weren't doing it, and he was that, I don't know, he just thought that was a good idea, and it was fucking a good venture. But then he got the biggest newspaper in England. When you own a newspaper in England, then you have all the journalists. Anytime journalists and stuff are getting tips and stuff like that, you can squash the stories, or you can, if it's good information, you can pass it right on to Mossad. Robert Maxwell but he was stealing pension money, and then he fell off the side of his yacht and died. End of story. But there's a bunch missing in there. But it's pretty crazy that he was the publisher for a lot of textbooks. He had a pretty good friend for a long time, and then
Yeah, his boat was named. Oh, that yacht that he fell off was named Lady Ghislaine. She's in jail. I would love wellness checks. Just tell my mom like weekly wellness checks on Diddy and Ghislaine. I better check this shit, eh? Who knows how long I can go without getting storage full. I should probably wrap it up soon. 40 minutes. Who knows? I've just been rambling and shit. Hunter Biden. We got Donald Trump. Hunter Biden's fascinating. Fascinating. It all started. I don't know how there's 3 laptops. I'm really keen on learning more about it. But it all started because he's a crackhead. And he left his laptop at a computer repair shop. Gave it to a computer repair shop, and like, it's like pawn shops and shit. You give them and you got like 30 days or whatever, 90 days. He had 90 days to come pick it back up, or it becomes the property of the place. Became the property of the place because he never went back for it. This fucking computer repair guy went on there, and so he fucking turned it over to the FBI because there was a lot of incriminating shit. That's why he's in court. Because the FBI, he turned that over to the FBI, and those 51 intelligence agents lied and said it was Russian disinformation. It was in evidence at that time. It was in evidence. They just had to hide it because Biden was weeks out from the election happening. So, yeah, the government's so fucking dirty. But Trump said Trump's big thing was too big to rig. Too big to rig. You gotta win by a landslide so that they can't do any fuckery. I saw people posting, but everyone, I don't trust people. I have to go and look in depth, or I don't trust you, because people are just do shit for clicks and views, and